So I got a lot of questions the other day when I posted something about some of the peptides that I take or supplements that I use for um, fat loss or that I've been using to aid this prep. And the people were asking about a whole bunch of different ones. Why I don't use this, why I don't use that. And it's pretty simple actually. I always come from the approach of less is more. I don't need to do a ton of things, and I'm going to use the ones that work best with me. So like I had said before, I was using Sibley PP, train my mitochondria to burn more fat, all that. I was using KPV to really help with my inflammation because I have lupus, so I get really bad inflammation, and all those different pathways there. But people ask, well, is there anything I could stack those with for fat loss? And there is, so I'll go over it, but these aren't things that I'm currently using, and I've had some clients use these with some success, especially people who are really trying to lose a ton of weight, and there's a safe way to do it. So you have Sibley PP, which is amazing, and there's another one, BAM 15. It's similar, but it attacks the it helps the mitochondria from a different mechanism. So you could use those together. There's MOTC, which MOTC, if I were to do any of them besides Sibley PP, it would probably be, MOTC, because it's incredible. It does, like I said, similar things to the SLU, but it just goes in a different mechanism, and it also just helps with so many other areas in your body. So you can look these up. MOTC is pretty good. I said BAM 15. There's GW 50516, I believe. I like, or it goes by Carterine too. I like GW. I've used it in the past. I just think Sibley PP is a better version. I mean, they took a lot of the pathways and things that made GW great, and they enhanced on those and took away some of the problems that was with GW. GW at very high doses that humans would never consume, did start to cause cancer in mice. If you go and read the studies, they're giving it like 20 times what any human would take. But at the same time, it does show that it could lead to cancer. So there's GW. And then there's just things that are awesome, like an ECA stack, which is ephedra, caffeine, and baby aspirin. And you can get ephedra from Walgreens. It's just Broncaid. You go in there, you get Broncaid. That's gonna help burn a ton of fat. It's amazing. You can do that. There's clenbuterol. I do not like clenbuterol. Clenbuterol, I feel like should just not be used anymore. It's caused a ton of injuries in the space due to cramping while working out. I don't think it's as effective as a fat burning mechanism as any of the things I just named off. Literally all of them are better. And it's gonna make you all jittery, your hands are gonna be shaking. Cleanse sucks. And there's other things too. But that's on the fat burning side. For inflammation, there's several other things. I just feel that KPV is the best. There's some copper peptides that help with that as well. There's whole protocols that people have invented to just erase lupus. So I don't want to say my lupus is in remission, because it could come, it could hit me like a ton of bricks tomorrow, but I haven't had an outbreak in, I'd like to say, 5 months. And I contribute that heavily to some of the peptides I started taking and just doing a deep dive in research. This is the healthiest I've ever been. I got my blood work done 2 weeks ago. So I was 3 weeks out from a show, and my blood work was perfect. The doctor that I go to at the VA was like, wow, this is the best I've ever seen your blood work. Mine's usually pretty good. I always have markers that we have to look at that pertain to inflammation and things like that. But no, it was incredible to see that. And I'm sorry I've been going on and on. If there's anything else you guys want to know, just write me. Sometimes when I'm doing these walks, I forget what all I've talked about. But yeah, just write me and I can go over, anything else. Stay strong, my friend. Let's go.